wealth.
We as a nation are headed for an economic disaster.
While our leaders and the mainstream media have finally admitted that the American economy is in critical condition, they are not telling us the whole truth. The mainstream press is telling us that this is just a recession, a bad business cycle. But many experts are now saying that the current problems are much more than that.
What I'm afraid we're looking at is the end of an empire.
The real world around us is falling apart. You know, the economy is shattering. We're in desperate straits economically. It's not working. Our military is broken. It's completely broken. The infrastructure is falling apart.
We're undeveloping. We're disdeveloping. It's a real serious situation. It's more serious in its possible consequences than the Great Depression.
What's going to happen in the future? They're going to stage more terror attacks around the world. They're going to stage more wars and more provocations or accidental bioweapons releases.
Resorting to buying other paper currencies will not be of much help. When the dollar crashes, most likely the purchasing power of all currencies, since all currencies hold dollars as a reserve, will go down as well.
No currency, fiat currency, has ever survived. None.
The world is going to have a new monetary system in this decade that we're in. We're going to experience this huge deflationary crash around the world, and people will just lose confidence in currency. And what do they always go back to throughout history? Time after time, for the last 5,000 years actually, they always go back to gold and silver.
This is not a conspiracy theory movie. This is not a left-wing film. This is not a right-wing film. This film has only one agenda: your survival. Don't be a fool. Learn where your world is headed and why, and how you and your family can survive the fall of America and the Western world.
Your true wealth is your time and freedom. Money is just a tool for trading your time. It's a container to store your economic energy until you're ready to deploy it. But the whole world has been turned away from real money and has been fooled into using currency. A deceitful impostor that is silently stealing your two most valuable assets, your time and your freedom. Welcome to the rabbit hole. The next hidden secret is the difference between currency and money. Money must be a store of value and maintain its purchasing power over long periods of time. As we progress through this series, you'll learn that national currencies are really a tool used by the government and the financial sector to leech away your time and your freedom by stealing your purchasing power. So rather than storing your economic energy, currencies leak. Now compare that to the gold and silver the Egyptians were using. Like I started with, it still wasn't money because it wasn't interchangeable yet. But they were on the right track, as gold and silver have proven over thousands of years to be the ultimate store of value.
One of the reasons that we are in the financial mess that we are today globally is that people do not understand the difference between currency and money. Currency is a medium of exchange, a unit of account. It is portable, durable, divisible, and something called fungible. Fungible means that each unit is the same as the next unit. A dollar in my pocket buys the same amount as a dollar in your pocket. Money is all of those things plus a store of value over a long period of time. Even financial planners, bankers, your accountant, they don't understand the difference between currency and money. The currency in your pocket is a medium of exchange. It's a unit of account because it's got numbers on it. It's somewhat durable, it's portable, it's divisible in that you can make change, and it's fungible. A dollar in my pocket buys the same amount as a dollar in your pocket. But because governments can print more and more and more of it and dilute the currency supply, it's continually transferring wealth out of your pocket, out of your bank account, to the government and to the banking system. The reason that gold and silver are the optimum form of money is because of their properties. It's an easy medium of exchange because gold and silver store a large amount of value in a very small area. It's a unit of account. Pure gold has the same value all over the planet. So an ounce of gold buys the same amount here in Egypt as it would in China or in the United States. It's durable. The same gold that Egyptians were using in trade 5,000 years ago is still here with us today. It does not corrode. It's divisible. You can make change with it. It's very portable. You could use something like oil as money. It's just that you can't carry around a barrel of oil on your back. It's fungible. Pure gold is the same wherever it is on Earth. Pure silver is the same wherever it is on Earth. It's limited in quantity. That's the reason that it maintains its purchasing power. Governments cannot print it. Over the last 5,000 years, only gold and silver have maintained their purchasing power. There have been thousands upon thousands of fiat currencies, currencies that are unbacked by gold or silver, and they have all gone to zero. It's a 100% failure rate.
Gold is only formed when a star explodes, a supernova, and it stays around forever. This is one of the properties that make it the ultimate money.
Governments never stop printing more currency and adding currency to circulation. Therefore, prices keep on going up, not because the stuff that you're trying to buy is changing. The real estate doesn't change. What has changed is the currency purchases less and less. It's the currency going down, not prices going up.
In the past several years, I've spoken in many countries about the crisis that's coming, and a lot of people think that they're going to be okay in their country, that it's only going to happen to the United States or maybe the United States in Europe. But what they don't realize is that this is a global phenomenon. I've got to show you something here. This is base currency in the United States. This is the number of paper dollars that exist, basically. It took 200 years to go from no dollars in existence to 825 billion. And then we had the bailouts, and then we had QE1, quantitative easing 1, then QE2, and then we had QE3, and then QE4, and then soon we're going to have QE57 and QE382. And it isn't just here. This is what the Canadian currency supply looks like. This is Australia, South Africa, Russia. Now, this starts out in just the year 2001, and this is like 18 times more currency in existence in a little over a decade. Here's Singapore, same story. Look at that, since the crisis, just bam. India, China, every government on the planet is doing this insane deficit spending and expanding their currency supplies, doing bailouts, and history shows that there is no example of this turning out well.
كيف تنظر إلى مستقبل الدولار في ظل الأزمة القائمة؟
على المدى البعيد أعتقد أن الدولار الأمريكي سينهار على المدى البعيد، ربما بعد 10 سنوات أو 15 عاما، لكنني واثق من أننا في فترة حياتنا الحالية سنرى ذلك.
ما هي العملات الآمنة الآن التي يمكن أن يلجأ إليها الناس؟
أنا أفضل الذهب، وأعتقد أن الذهب هو عملة حقيقية منذ 5000 عام من تاريخ البشرية، بغض النظر عن دينهم أو جنسيتهم أو نظامهم الاجتماعي. الكل يؤمن بالذهب، ويمكن الذهب أن يوفر بديلا بعد الدولار الأمريكي. ربما البلدان الأوروبية أو الآسيوية وربما بلدان الشرق الأوسط سوف تتحول إلى معيار الذهب.
كثير من الدول الخليجية والدول العربية عملاتها مرتبطة بالدولار الآن. كيف يمكن لهذه الدول أن تخرج من هذا المأزق؟
أعتقد أن الجميع كما هو الحال مع الشرق الأوسط يجلسون على سفينة تايتانيك قابلة للغرق بسبب الدولار الأمريكي. الكل كان يعتقد أن التايتانيك ليست قابلة للغرق لكنها غرقت فعلا. فعلى الجميع أن يفكر ماذا يريدون، أن يبقون في هذه السفينة أو يبحثوا عن سبيل للنجاة، بديل ما ليكسبوا عيشهم وأمانهم. هذه مسألة حياة أو موت وخيار حياة أو موت بالنسبة للجميع.
يعني أنت تتوقع أن تحدث كوارث لدى معظم أو كل الدول التي ترتبط عملتها بالدولار إذا لم تسعى إلى أن يعني تنقذ نفسها من الغرق في التايتانيك الدولار.
أعتقد أن كثيرا من الناس الأذكياء سيبدأون بفعل شيء ما أو يغيروا أسلوب تفكيرهم اعتمادا على سبيل المثال هناك سفينة على متنها 2000 شخص، ربما 1000 يستطيعون النجاة بعد حلول الكارثة. هذا يعتمد على من بدأ بالتفكير بإنقاذ نفسه أولا قبل غرق السفينة في النهاية.
كيف تنظر إلى مستقبل الدولة؟
سنوات أو 15 عاما، لكنني واثق في فترة حياتنا الحالية سنرى ذلك. لكن في النهاية لا هناك مبدأ آخر، إن انهيار الدولار لا يعني انهيار البلد برمته، فهذا سيؤثر في العملة وقد يستبدلون العملة بعملة أخرى، وربما العالم كما هو سعي ذلك. لذلك ربما هذه الأزمة المالية تعتبر بداية جيدة قواعد جديدة للعبة إذا ما غيروا قواعد اللعبة وتخلوا عن.
So now we've learned that your true wealth is your time and your freedom. Money is a trading tool that stores the economic energy that is your time and freedom, whereas currencies leak them away. Gold and silver are the ultimate money simply because of their properties. Fiat currencies are based solely on confidence and always return to their intrinsic value of zero. Governments don't like gold because it imposes restraint. Rising prices are a symptom of an expanding currency supply, and gold and silver always account for an expanding currency supply.